What you don't know is this is attempt number 2 of
Oh,
us trying to do this stream recap. Not necessarily stream recap, but a
God.
recap involving technology, which sucks major balls.
Skype's awful. This is an awful program. Who
But
invented this?
but anywho's, so here we are. The idea here, hopefully, to get through it all, first and foremost, um, just we're gonna do recaps of every game that happens. Anything interesting we see, laugh at anyone for making any awful mistakes in their lineups. Laughing at all of you guys for not even hitting 100 points this week.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Um, and I guess we'll just go from there. And just kind of highlight things that have happened. So we're gonna start with the most important match, mine and Joey's, because like I said, we were the only ones that hit 100 fucking points. Um, I mean, Kareem Hunt happened.
Yeah,
That's the
Kareem Hunt. What a name.
that's kind of the moral of this matchup. I was able to score 0 points on my tight ends and a total of 9 points on my wide receivers and still win the match. Um, so that's fun. Joey literally outpaced me everywhere else. If you look in the matchup, it's anywhere but running backs. He crushed me like a grape. I guess I
I'm good at crushing like a grape.
I got you like 2 points on the kicker. Nothing.
Yeah, wait, time out. Wait. Justin Tucker didn't hit my 14 points. My guaranteed. How do you do this to me, Justin Tucker? I'm a sad boy. I drafted you.
I spanked him so hard. You shouldn't have fucking
Spanked him.
drafted him. Then it's simple.
You know what? Fuck you. All
Uh,
right.
um, Pittsburgh D blew my defense out, but that's not too big of a
Dude,
deal.
that right now I think might be next to Kareem Hunt might be in. I mean, it's week 1 obviously, but that might be the steal of the draft. Everyone looked at me all funny, dude. Little Watt over there. He's real good. I'm excited about him. It was fun to watch.
Nothing in the bench screams that was a mistake, with the exception of my 2 mistakes, and that was not starting Tyreek Hill and not starting the Carolina defense. But I won already, so it's not super dramatic that I fucked that up. But it is what it is. My bench outscored your bench. That's neat.
That is neat. You know what
I
sucks and what pisses me off is like this happens every year. You and I always play each other week 1, and then everyone else plays like shit every other game they play, and they win with like 70 points. And then when I play them, they'll score like 110. This is literally I can already foresee this entire season happening all
week
over again.
week one screwy anyways. I mean, my
Like
fucking
no one
tight end
was
didn't
even
even play.
close.
My
No
tight end
one
didn't
was
even
even
play.
close. It's stupid. It's so stupid. I almost don't even want to go over these fucking scores because they're just so fucking
I
it's
do.
like it's tilting.
All right, Joey, we're going to Broken Romo versus Roundhouse.
Oh, you mean
Oh,
Roadhouse? You can't fucking
Roadhouse.
read. Jesus Christ.
My
We're already
glasses
going
can't help
downhill.
me.
They're supposed to make me smarter.
Make me see farther.
Alright.
Everything here looks in order. I mean, Des Bryant and Kelvin Benjamin getting a combined 6.8 points is kind of shitty.
Yeah, that's like that. I just look at your lineup and you should have been able to do Brandon Marshall 10 yards. Like that to me with Odell up, that's insane. Like that's just someone not showing up. I don't know.
And that'd
That's
be
weird.
Eli Manning. That's not show up that game.
Yeah.
Fucking Mark is gonna have fucking Ezekiel Elliott for the rest of the fucking season, most likely, and getting him in the back end of the second round is fucking irritating. Both these tight ends outscored my tight end. My tight end that didn't play the game. Let's see. Is
Yeah.
there anything else? Who fucked up on the benches? Oh yeah, that's right. Uh, both of you. Uh,
Oh yeah. Didn't start Dak over Cam Newton. Good shit right there. Doesn't even play his own quarterback.
Pretty. He's got a
And you
lot.
forgot. Oh, you had Gillisley. Oh, well, he's got good running backs. And in Paul's defense, I can see why he started who he started, but
It's
I would have played Gillisley at the flex.
it's hard. It's hard to say what I would do on week one because it's New England running backs. You never know what exactly is going to happen.
This is
And I
true.
don't think anyone expected the KC game to go the way it did.
This is also true.
But I probably would have started him in the flex as well,
Yeah.
just because at that time we didn't know Brandon Marshall would be the number one, which turned out to be pointless anyways. But
Right.
I mean, you got kind of what you were expecting out of Melvin Gordon, like a 12-point game or wait, 13.9% game out of him.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
solid.
and versus Denver, that's actually pretty fucking good. Like
And
that's a good run defense.
I'm just, where did he really get outscored at? I really don't. I mean, LaShawn, this game was pretty actually close. I mean, all these games are relatively close. None of them are blowouts. Take in mind you didn't hit your projected points at all, but once again, we'll stock that up to week one. But
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I look at Paul's bench, and yes, this is all hindsight. So of course, this is gonna be, like, oh, you should have done this instead. I don't know. I just feel like I think the Gillisley thing is the mistake. I would have sat Melvin Gordon versus Denver defense. That's just me. That's just me. Because yes, I'm biased towards Denver's defense, but that's I think where I would have sat Melvin for Gillisley, plain and simple.
still wouldn't have been enough to win. But
I don't know. Wait, that's what 9. Yeah, it's 10 points. It's 11 points. No, it's 9.
it's 9
Uh,
plus
oh yeah.
75.
No, it would. Oh yeah, it would have been a little bit short. That's true. Yeah, I don't know. Unless you like foresaw like Kelvin Benjamin sucking complete dick. I mean,
Yeah, no, you're just. What are you gonna do? I'm gonna start Adam Saline over fucking Kate Benjamin and fucking Des Bryant. You're just.
well,
It's
you
not.
know
You're not
what?
gonna
As a
do it.
Vikings fan, he should have foreseen his own Samuel Bradford playing
Popping the
football
fuck
like
off. Yeah.
fucking Brett Favre out there. He looked real swell. He was a real swell character, that guy.
That was.
All right, moving on
Let's
because
see. Hold on.
fuck that
What's
game.
yeah? There's nothing else on that bench. These games just gradually get worse and worse as we
All
scroll
right,
down.
so oh my god, this week has probably been one of the best weeks of fantasy football.
Here is, by the way, fun fact for everyone that will be watching this. This is the biggest blowout of the week. It was an 18-point differential, just to show you how close everyone was at sucking total ass. Another fun fact is this game right here. The Superchargers, I believe, only had one touchdown out of any other players. Yep, I'm correct. Keenan Allen with one touchdown. That was the singular touchdown in his entire team. Tom Brady threw nothing. Brandon Cooks didn't catch any. DJ got hurt. That sucks balls. That's awful.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
he's out. He's like pupless. So for those of you that didn't know if he was pupless or not, you should have hit up the waiver wire.
yeah, he's.
Oh, and Kerwin Williams is starting. That is confirmed, and Andre's going to play like the third down back, and then CJ2K is back on the team, kind of sparingly. So.
CJ2K is going to take the starting job by the end of the week.
Oh, I know he's a much.
You heard it here first. You heard it here first.
You heard it here first on the greatest fantasy talk show ever.
Yeah, something like that. Dude, your wide receivers, I was like, damn, it sucks. You didn't have D-Jax or Jarvis Landry, and I looked up and we could fucking Brandon Cooks and Keenan Allen. God, the New England defense. No, because the KC defense didn't do shit either.
Yeah, like honestly, it was just a bad week.
Diggs, man, that was it.
That's why. Yeah, I mean that's why Ryan won.
That's literally it. Was Stephon Diggs popping the fuck off?
Because Le'Veon Bell is like, nah, I'm good, bro. I'm not even gonna play today.
At least you didn't start Andy Dalton and score -3 points. I mean, you could have done that.
You could have done that. This is true.
God.
This is very true.
He threw 4 picks, 170 yards, and 1 fumble.
That's All right, so watching that game too, those picks weren't his fault. I'm just saying. The other two, he definitely just fucking sucks dick. But I
Good
mean,
lord, I didn't realize you did that bad.
it was historically, I think, one of the worst football weeks ever.
Week 1 was just awful.
Like, I think even actual games were not actually very good. Like,
What?
I think watching football is like, besides like the KC, besides Monday night, I should say Broncos Monday night, and then like fucking the Bears and the fucking whatever that game was had more.
The only people that scored touchdowns for Marcus in that last game we were just looking at was Cam.
Jesus God.
Paul had kind of a spread out touchdown. I wanted to look at that real quick because I thought that was funny.
It is pretty funny.
Does
But yeah,
benches matter at all in this game? I didn't get a chance to
no,
look at it.
no.
You guys just no.
You guys got some gross benches I don't recommend for family to look at.
Hell, it's better than dude. I would take this kind of bench situation over mine. Because this week I was still like, dude, do I start Tyreek Hill? Do I start this guy? Do I start this guy? Like, I'm just like, it's awful. I hate my team's too good, guys. I'm sorry, I just can't.
Oh
stand
my
it.
fucking
Hard
God.
to pick starters.
Well, in my case, I actually got the other end of the spectrum where all my guys got hurt, so I could get rid of the two people I didn't have to worry about.
Any kind of conundrums you'd have. All right, let's move on to Kibbles and Fits and Tits Out for Teddy. Let's take a look here.
It's just a great game of not a whole lot. Jordy Nelson showed up. Jordan Howard showed up.
He got a touchdown and holy shit! Oh, I guess there's more touchdowns here too.
This is not a good look here. Oh, you started Christian McCaffrey. Bold move, Cotton. Bold move.
If you wouldn't have fumbled, you would have hit his projector.
Yeah, I guess he didn't really have anyone else like Tevin Coleman splits with.
Yeah, no, you don't feel comfortable doing that.
No. Well, yeah, and like looking at these benches, like I don't really see a mistake.
There's really nothing you could do. You just suck.
Like I said, this is just a weird week in football. It was just absolutely weird.
God, yeah, it was just.
I mean, this is kind of like a lame show because we have literally nothing to talk about. Everyone equally sucked just as much dick as the other guy.
That's what I'm saying. Look, this is a 4-point difference, dude.
And it's only 68 points.
It's literally 3.9 point difference. That's
oh
it.
My God.
That's what I'm saying. That fucking the 18-point difference was the biggest difference of any match. Because everyone sucked so bad equally.
Yeah, you guys really did great. All right, so moving on from that game because there's really nothing to talk about. Let's see. We hated on Steve for his draft.
It looks like it was deserved.
Hey, wait. Okay, so his first round pick, right, was Carlos Hyde. He fucking benched him.
Didn't even start
Steve, what is like? Like I see where you're going, dude, and I respect it, but goddamn, stick by your picks if you're not. Like you started Latavius Murray.
Yeah, the
why
backup at Minnesota before the starting.
What are you doing
back at San Francisco?
That must be some great good cushy. But
Halas got hit pretty hard by this hurricane because he lost Evans and Ajayi.
Oh, that's right.
That's pretty big, honestly. And he didn't start Stafford, but I don't blame him for not starting.
He's got Marcus Mariota.
Yeah, I don't blame him for not starting
no,
Stafford at all.
I mean, I look at Kalis' team and like even his backup. I'm not sure about the Perkins pick.
He had to start Perkins. Yeah, no, it's not good. But he had to start him because he didn't have an option. You know, he didn't have.
Well, I mean, there was options on the waiver wire. I'm just saying. I mean, I stole Robert Kelly. I mean, he only got 4 points, but I don't know. I feel like there were better options available. But who would have seen Houston defense getting 0 points? I didn't.
Jesus Christ, Steve! You started Janikowski even though he was out, and you still won.
All right. I think we're definitely going to implement a new rule next year. If you don't set your lineup, we're going to fine you. Like Ryan's team name here so he doesn't get fined. Steve, you actually need to be here to set your fucking lineup.
He won though.
I know he won, but like it triggers the fuck out of me. He won. God, he did actually fucking win.
He actually won without a kicker.
That's just.
I won without a tight end, and he won without a kicker.
Well, I just auto draft forever, sticking to his colors. Whatever, I guess.
Fournette won him that game.
Or wait, what did Paul say? Playoffs? Yeah, it's not playoffs yet, so I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah. This week,
I was kind of excited. I'm like, hey, I haven't done a fucking fantasy recap video in a while, but I picked the wrong fucking week to decide to restart this because
it's actually depressing. And like the only thing I think we can talk about is the waiver wire was busy this week, and also was everyone's mouths. You guys are fucking great. Like, honestly, that's the best soap opera I think I've seen in a while. So kudos to you guys for whipping your dicks out. I
speaking of soap operas, I wanted to do this so by the end of the season we can all take a look and see what the difference impact it would be between 4 touchdowns and 6 touchdowns. So just real quick, I'm gonna go through the matchups. Joey had 1 passing touchdown that would raise him up 2 points. I had 1 passing touchdown that raised me up 2 points. That does not change the outcome of the match at all. All right, Broken Romo versus Roadhouse. We have 1 passing touchdown to 2 passing touchdowns.
It's a 2-point differential.
2 point to a 4-point difference. Doesn't change the outcome. One of these does because I was looking at it earlier.
I think it's Ryan. Yeah, Ryan would have.
No, Ryan would have.
Oh, he would have won anyways. Yeah.
I think it might have been this one that the Kibbles and Fitz versus Tits and Teddy. Yes, it is because the 2 passing touchdowns. So check this out. This is how crazy this is. The 2 passing touchdowns that Ben Roethlisberger's had. If we would add the 4 points to it, that would give Greg's team 68.32 points versus Kibble and Fitz's 68.22 points.
My God. He would have won the game.
He would have won the game if we had 6 touchdowns.
But okay, and then so if we look at it though objectively, that's only 3 out of 4 games. So
yeah. So what we'll do is all these videos will be for history. The 3 out of the 4. So we're at 1 of 4 right now that were affected by the 6 to 4 change.
Yeah.
I still can't find in history where I made the change at. I was trying to find it earlier, but I couldn't find it.
Okay, it's not a big deal. And like I said, like we can just at the end of the year, I think we should just reconvene, like, wrap up the season like adults and just go through it and just, like, hey, what proposed changes do we want to do next year and shit like that? Cuz that's what I'm okay with. I didn't know the points changed, like I said, so I was just not paying attention regardless, but I just want everyone to have fun and not like not do what we did, have a pissing contest. That was it.
Yeah. So I thought I'd add this into the end of this because of how shitty that was. September 13th is when the waiver wire added. So let's we'll go through it. Superchargers dropped Thomas Rawls for Kerwin Williams. I mean, if you think he's going to be the starter, I mean, good for you, but I don't want anything to do with an Arizona running back right now anyways because they look like ass.
Ass backs.
Ass backs. I just don't think it's a good move. Chris dropped Willie Snead, who's suspended, for Tarek Cohen, which I think is a perfectly great move if you need some running back depth and like some flex. I dropped my tight end who didn't play last week for Austin Hooper. I'm still not sure that's going to be my final change. I just needed someone who would actually be out on the field as opposed to Hunter Henry, who fucking sat on the bench all game long. Next up was Joey. He dropped Jeremy Hill for Terrence West. It's another battle of who do you think is going to be the starting Baltimore running back. I think Terrence West is the better option just due to the fact that he is the one who's more likely to fall into the end zone.
Yeah, not to mention he's the only one that stayed healthy on that team. That was the biggest thing I was looking at because Jeremy Hill's fighting with Gio, who did good, and then Joe Mixon, who likes to smack people. So I mean, that might be scary. He might get smacked for his job.
Kalis dropped Allen Robinson, who is done for the year. Dunzo. For
That's a shame.
Kenny Minitron Galladay. He looked good.
Uh,
I mean, I'm not sure exactly how reliable he's going to be, and if Matt Stafford is going to be able to keep up his. I mean, he did it to the Arizona defense, but who fuck knows at this point. Another move by old Joey Smocko, dropping Kevin White, who was also done for the year.
Dude, talk about like just drafting. All right, future reference for anyone: don't draft a Bears wide receiver that just tear ACLs and get hurt after you pick them up. I took two people and they both got hurt.
He broke his collarbone, right?
Yeah, but he tore his ACL in the past, and I should have just stayed away from it from that alone.
He has a broken scapula. He broke
What
his
is?
shoulder blade.
Oh, that's what that. I was like, what the fuck's a
Holy
scapula?
shit. Okay, I thought he broke his fucking collarbone. Anyways, you picked up Nelson Algor. Why? Why did you do such a thing?
Because Carson Wentz is looking at him the entire fucking game. I mean, that's it.
I mean, 60 of those yards and that touchdown came off a broken play.
Yeah, but Galladay was already gone. Minitron was already off the waiver wire. There's no one else to pick up.
Let's keep on climbing the pit of despair. Bilal Powell gets dropped in favor of Chris Thompson. That's
You don't want the Redskins running backs, let me
it's
tell you.
traded trash for trash. Next, a kicker move. Adam
Bold move, Cotton.
Vinatieri has hit the bench for Will Lutz for Chris, Mr. Kibbles, and Fitz.
Hmm.
Neat, exciting, exhilarating. Almost like you guys' scores this week. Next up was Philip Dorsett, which I have no idea why you would start him anyways, for Mohamed Sanu. Again, exciting. Did Mohamed Sanu even catch anything last Sunday?
I mean, I'm gonna look
He
him up
did.
right
He
now.
got targeted 9 times and caught
Oh,
6 of
sure.
them for 47 yards.
Okay, well, in a PPR, he's somewhat decent.
Yeah.
This is standard league, people.
We shit on Paul Perkins, and Paul Perkins gets cut and picked up for Jesse James.
Damn it! You stole my white guy.
That would be Kalis. Kalis stole your white guy. That's
Kalis. My dude, because I can't say other words, because this is a family program.
Eddie Lacy got cut for Carson Wentz for Mr. 6-point touchdown himself. Which actually might turn out. Oh, but then he changed his mind, dropped Carson Wentz after just picking him up 3 minutes earlier and picking up Alex Smith instead.
I would have gone with Wentz, or I mean, Sam Bradford's still there.
Yeah,
like I don't. I mean, Alex Smith. Don't get me wrong. I'm a big fan of the Utah boy, but he's like 100 now in football years. And he got lucky versus the Patriots. They don't throw the ball.
This is a streaming defense decision, I would imagine. The Houston Texans defense got dropped in favor of Baltimore. Baltimore is playing the Browns.
Oh, yeah,
So
that's a good pickup.
It's just a streaming defense pickup by Kalis. Nothing too exciting. Cooper Kupp was still available on the waiver wire, which kind of hurts my soul a little bit, but I don't need any more fucking wide receivers, so Matt Forte gets cut in favor of Cooper Kupp for Mr. Here, so I won't get fined. I don't see anything wrong with that. I mean, As long as Jared Goff doesn't like start believing in unicorns again and can actually continue to throw the football, I think he's going to be in great shape.
This is very true.
I mean, Cooper Kupp did look good, man. He caught damn near every ball that came at him too. Yeah, 6 targets, 4 receptions for 76 yards and a touchdown. I don't like his face, but that's besides the point. I didn't know he looked like that. And then the final move actually happened right before this recording. Adrian Peterson, the legend, the first round draft pick of yesteryear, for Jason Witten, an old man who plays tight end.
One old man for another.
Joey's just
I gotta
playing-
stick with the vets. I'm playing he yelled at Sean Payton game, so he's probably not gonna see the ball now. I don't know. Adrian Peterson did not look good actually. It was actually kind of depressing to watch.
I guess what we can do real quick now too is
How
hop
long
on
is
it.
this going on? This is what, 30 minutes?
It's 26 minutes right now. I'm gonna try to end it right at 30. Power through 4 minutes right here, Joey. Matchups for this week. Go there.
Oh shit! All right. Wait. Oh no.
Jesus,
no.
what are you doing?
I
Did you
closed
close?
out.
Why'd you
It
close?
closed out. I didn't do it on purpose. It just closed out on its own. Don't worry, I'm on my way.
I wanted
You just-
efficiency.
I'm almost there.
I just wanted efficiency.
I'm almost there. All right, matchups for this week. We've got my own. I guess I'll just start there since it's already up on my screen.
I'll go there too.
So we got Bronco Bombers. Hello versus Kibbles and Fitz. Fuck you, Chris. Let's see. So we got Aaron Rodgers versus Russell Wilson. Russell's
get-
versus San Francisco.
A-Rod JTL is gonna be a fucking shootout. I give the edge to Rodgers.
Yeah, so this is gonna be a lot of throwing involved. So that's where my mindset is. Even though I did pick up Jason Witten this week, I will still be starting Martellus Bennett because the Falcons have proved they do not know how to fucking block a tight end. But Russell should score. I don't think a lot though. Like I don't think as much as everyone thinks just because it's San Fran. I mean, it's not gonna be a high scoring game. Wide receivers, Antonio's Antonio. He's going to get his points. Julio's versus Green Bay, so there's definitely going to be like 40 points there. Amari is questionable. He's not. It's the same knee injury, so he'll be fine. He's versus the Jets. That should be some free points. Oh, the reason I lost this week, by the way, is because Amari Cooper decided to drop 3 touchdowns in the end zone this week. That was great. So let's... Number 1 wideouts, everyone. All right, Jordy Nelson. God, dude, that game is just lucrative for Chris.
That is gonna be
Oh my god.
a pivotal game for this entire matchup, honestly.
Yeah, that's I hope he throws the Martellus Bennett the entire time. All right, moving on to running backs. I don't really have very good running backs. Unfortunately, there's no one left in the draft now. They're serviceable, but CJ versus Dallas, he should get his points still. DeMarco Murray actually got kind of put to the wayside to the Mariota show, so I'm tempted. I'm wondering how that's going to work out in Jacksonville because Jacksonville actually does have a good run defense.
Vaunted Jacksonville Jaguar defense who got 10 sacks last week. So that's
Well, the Cardinals apparently don't know how to pay their players because Calais Campbell looked just as good as he did 2 years ago. So good on them. Terrence West, like I said, I got serviceable running backs here, but it's versus Cleveland, so I'm hoping for a good old time. He's still starting Christian McCaffrey, hoping the white boy carries him to glory. Yes. I have an old man at tight end, and so does he. And they both have okay matchups to prosper. The flex position is almost identicals as far as like, because I don't have a quarterback in Houston, and it's Crabtree, so he gets like a touchdown and like 40 yards a game. I obviously win the kicking matchup just because Justin Tucker fucks all bitches in all land. And actually, Arizona defense should probably actually do better this week versus Indy.
Because Indy's fucking trash.
Yeah, so overall, I mean, I'm favorited, but I can see this matchup going either way. It all hinges on Atlanta versus Green Bay. Who can throw the football farther?
It's a Sunday night game, so that'll be fun for despair for everyone.
Onward to Monday Night Watch versus the
Here
Superchargers.
we are. The first place team versus the ninth place team. I
You have Kirk Cousins.
have Kirk Cousins.
I mean, Carson Wentz is still available.
No,
Just
he
saying.
is now because he got picked up and dropped.
You gave Team Brienne as your quarterback.
Yeah, I was looking at that, but probably the Vikings play, and I was like, I don't know about this. So basically, long and short is, Tom Brady is not going to play like he did on Thursday night.
Nope.
Their New Orleans defense is not good.
Yep.
It's going to go to a shootout because apparently New England's defense isn't any good either. That much is apparent. The roster I've set right now is kind of strange because I still don't know if I'm going to do it or not. Looking at wide receivers, if I end up starting Tyreek Hill, I have the boomer bust basically. Is they'll either kill me or win me the game. Odell should be back. It's a Monday night game. If he's not back, I guess I'll start rolling Shepard again. But versus Brandon Cooks and Keenan Allen, I feel pretty confident. I think Miami's defense should be pretty good. Let's look at running back position. I have Gurley and Pymont versus Mark Ingram and the Arizona rookie backup or sophomore backup, whatever the hell he is. And Kareem Hunt in my flex. So I don't think I'm going to lose the running back matchup at all because Todd Gurley's got to play against Washington, and I mean, their defense sucked ass. Ty Mont had the most amount of touches out of any running back in all of last week, actually. So him playing against ATL is going to be great. Tight ends suck. I'm not going to cover them, but his is better than mine. My flex is Kareem Hunt, and his is Deshaun Jackson. I'm not worried about that. Kickers are basically even, but he has Mason Crosby, who is playing in a dome, so I'll give that the advantage. And defenses, New England's defense looks like it sucks ass, and New Orleans has an offense. Carolina's defense looks okay, and it's playing against Buffalo, who doesn't have an offense. Basically, my biggest issue with this matchup is if I'm going to start Tyreek Hill or fucking can't even remember his fucking first name because I don't like him, and I got him on fucking accident. Michael Thomas over Tyreek Hill or not. I don't know what I'm going to do with that situation. Let's power run through the rest of these here because
we'll try to cut this down in further weeks, guys. But quick rundown. I'm looking at this matchup between Broken Romo and your mom's tats. If Steve actually starts an actual running back and gets rid of Sebastian Janikowski, he could actually probably win this game. I'm not going to tell him who to start, but he should probably put in, Carlos Hyde and go get a kicker.
Go get a kicker. One that's not on the IR.
Yeah. But no, realistically, I think if Mark is smart, I think he'll actually bench Cam this week and put in Dak. Actually, no, never mind.
No, not
Keep
at
Cam
all.
in there. Never mind. Don't play against that defense. Other than that, though, yeah, no, I think Mark will still win this matchup, even if Steve does get someone. But there is the Matt Ryan effect in this game, and if that is a shootout versus Green Bay, Steve could walk away with this with 40 points. So out of Matt Ryan, easy. So. Onward and upward to my brother and Paul. Let's see.
Paul looks like he's gonna win this. If his wide receivers show up at all, I think he should win this. Even though Marshawn Lynch has a pretty juicy matchup.
And he's supposed to see the ball more this week, and I don't think Le'Veon Bell is going to put up the 4 points that he did last week, obviously, either. I think he'll have a bounce-back week. I think what it comes down to, again, is...
you got Seattle's defense at...
Honestly, that Green Bay-Atlanta game, I hate to keep harping on it, but that's going to be huge because he has Devontae Adams, Ryan does, so there's always a chance that he could just see the ball.
That game has way too much fantasy implication.
That's insane.
That's crazy.
But yeah, so I honestly,
I'm gonna agree with the original.
I think Ryan can win this game. That's just me.
I put. Oh, and I probably should have said this at
I
the
picked
beginning.
a win. I picked there. Oh wait, we
Yeah.
can pick our wins.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't do that. All right. Well, I
Yeah.
picked my win. I picked Ryan.
I'm gonna go back and do mine. I'm gonna
Yeah,
pick
let
me to
me.
win my matchup because I'm a moron. Where's yours at?
All right. Okay.
Aaron
Wait,
Rodgers
that
in
was the one I
Atlanta.
just did. Then go back to Broken Romo. Broken Romo. Well, the reason I'm giving you the win mark is because Steve doesn't play football. All right, the last matchup, the one with the lowest points again. I don't agree with the Ben Roethlisberger benching. Just gonna say that right now. Even versus Minnesota, he's gonna have to throw the ball. I think you should bench Lamar Miller. Oh wait, you don't have anyone. I mean, you could start Amira Dula.
Oh wait,
I
you don't
honestly,
have it,
God,
huh?
this game's just awful. Like, I look at both of your teams. You guys' teams are questionable. Picks up Kenny Galladay, doesn't start him, must be retarded. No,
Should
I'm
I
just
not
kidding.
vote anyone in on this one?
I mean, we could just skip it.
I'm gonna skip it until these rosters get figured
All
out.
right, we'll see. Because I mean, yeah.
All right, so that's gonna be it for now.
Wow, this went really long.
This went way too fucking long.
But it's still week one. It's week one.
I'm gonna put timestamps like when I post it. I'm gonna send it off to YouTube right now. Get it put on YouTube. Put the link on it. I'll timestamp it roughly on where shit is, so you guys don't have to sit through 30 fucking almost 40 minutes of this shit of us just babbling. But other than that, like Joey said, we'll get this condensed. We'll get it a little bit more
It's been
figured
a
out.
while. We haven't done the videos in like 4 years. So we used to have them down to like 10 minutes, which is what we'll
Yeah.
hopefully get back to. But we need, like, the fucking stream broke originally and it's just all bad. So it got thrown out of whack. So I'm going to go play Rainbow Six now.
Yep, I'm gonna go play some Siege.
Broncos won this week. Green Bay won this week. Minnesota won this week. I think everyone's pretty pleased. I think everyone's teams actually won this week in actual football too. So, you know,
Except for your fantasy teams. Because
Except
they all
for your
didn't even hit
fantasy
100
teams.
points.
Yeah, I mean,
Fuck
like, I
y'all.
at least hit 100 points. Like, I might have lost, but I beat all your bitch asses. So,
All right.
fuck you.
This is
Goodbye.
it. Goodbye.